Hello again, everyone. Hey, I got another cool thing to show you in HO trains. This is the Atlas 100th anniversary transit train set, Jersey Transit train set. And the locomotive is an ALP-45DP, which is right here. And you can get the 3 passenger cars that match. Now, they actually had a real train run around with the Atlas wrap on it. The passenger cars, I believe they did not make. I've never seen them, at least on videos online. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure they didn't do the passenger cars. But regardless, this is a gorgeous set, and I'm a big fan of Atlas. I started playing with model trains back in 1970 with AHM, but a lot of the track I had back then was Atlas. And when I was a kid, I used to go through this book. I think I have 3 copies of this thing because I love it so much. This is a book they did back, I don't know if it was 70s or 60s they started making this thing, but it had just layouts you could build. And it gave you all the instructions, what size, what track to buy. It gave you the buying list and stuff. And my first layout was, if I can find it quick, probably not, right here, the trunk line. I had that, I was probably about 12 through my whole teen years. And unfortunately, it was stored in the garage. The roof leaked. It got all wet, and then the roof or the garage collapsed and destroyed this layout. It was just I think maybe just some of the track on it and the grass mat. There was no buildings. It was stored on its side. But someday I wanted to redo this layout. If I can get the building I want to build the layout I want, this will be part of the master layout, just because it's part of my life. But anyways, as a kid, I wore this book out. Like I said, I bought like 3 more copies of this as I've gone to shops and stuff. But I've always been a fan of Atlas. They may not be the most detailed, but I've never had a problem with an Atlas engine. And I have DC Atlas engines from late 70s. Put them on the track, they still run beautiful, like a Swiss watch. So, I've always just enjoyed Atlas stuff. So, this is the box that the passenger cars came in. There's 3 in the come box. This is the box the locomotive came in, and you've seen plenty of unboxings. Unless this is the first time you've watched a train video on YouTube. Well, if it is, hey, thanks for picking me. But let's just show you all the good stuff, and I'll show you the paperwork that comes in the boxes, at least. And so let's put these on the little turntable and take a closer look at each piece. First up, we have the ALP-45DP dual mode locomotive, meaning it's diesel and electric. You can see the catenary right there. I think that pops up. It looks delicate, and I know if I try, I'm going to break it. I know me. But anyways, here's some of the paperwork that is in there. You get a registration card, and you get, whoops. You have it the right way. All your function lists, F1 through F31 and so on, and the CVs. So the ESU decoder in there, and you get these instructions on how to put on the guardrails. You get this little packet with this shield that you put in the face, and you drill if you want to add the more detailed guardrails. And then there's information and warranty. Sorry, this is kind of like in your face kind of thing, but. And then there's an exploded view of the engine itself. So that's everything that's in the box. And here's the pack. That little shield. You got all these little bits, they're little grab irons, if you want to add. I'll do that once I get a layout built, and this thing will be sitting out. I don't want to put all the little details and then have it sit in a box and all that stuff. So. Anyways, let's take a closer look of the details of this gorgeous locomotive. And, this is the first, I believe, transit locomotive I have. I had, mainline switcher engines, yard engines, industrial switchers and stuff. But this is a beauty. Nice, crisp printing. Let's take a look at the front here. It has LED lighting, whoops, camera's acting flaky. And I think I told you that's directional lighting. And when you put it in reverse, the little lights in the front here go red. Let's just get a little closer. I'll show you the back. Watch my camera do a flip thingy. I know what the deal is with this camera when it gets a certain, when you zoom in at a certain point, it like flips. It's a weird deal. And then you have the backup lights, headlight. So yeah, it's a gorgeous locomotive, I would say. And we'll take a look real quick on the how the top looks. You got your horns. Vent detail, not see-through. There's your catenary. And then the bottom. All right, very nice. Let's take a look at the passenger cars. So you get 3 cars in the set, and this is number 7549, and that one is the multi-level trailer with, oh no, that's the, yeah, that's multi-trailer, they call it. And we'll zoom in on this one, and nicely sharply printed. You got the names of the founder, the Atlas Diamond 100 anniversary logo, and the couplers are right on these things. And I like the detail, you know, that really thick foam that you'll see on passenger cars. And these lights do not light up on the, I don't believe so on the ends. The cars light up beautifully, as you'll see. And the other end's the same. Now, 2 of the cars look very similar. There is a difference in all 3 cars, because one's a power cab. You know, it's got the engineer's seat at the end. And the other car I'm going to show you has the toilet. So I don't know if this one doesn't have a toilet in it, and you got to rush to one car if you have to use the bathroom, but we'll take a look at the other car. Okay, so now we have 7223, and that is the multi-level trailer with toilet. And as you can see, we're getting close. It has, you know, pretty similar. I think the biggest difference in the 2 is the hatch detail. This has bigger hatch there, and it has a solid wall here, which I believe with the bathroom, and the other one has a window right there. But it does have different graphics. You're on the right track with Atlas, with the little guy there. That's pretty cool. And this is pretty similar to the other car as far as the end. Dang, I wish my camera kept doing that. It like, see, on this side there's a window. And then I'll just show you the bottom real quick. And there's not a lot of detail on the bottom. It's got interesting trucks like sprung. And then look at the top real quick. Got a little vent. And more probably like air conditioning or whatever. Okay, and then we'll take a look at the cab car. And now we have the 7024 multi-level cab car. And we'll just look real close at this one too. And it's very similar to the other cars. I like how they all have something different. You know, celebrate 100 years with Atlas. Thank you for your support. They all have something different written on each car. So that's nice. We'll spin this one this way first. It's got that standard end. And this side, well, why not? We'll go in close. Just so you can see. The tops and the bottoms are the same in all these three cars. Or should I say the roof and the under. But here's the difference on this. You have the cab controls. So you have the horn up on top. And this does all light up. It says in instructions in DC, this is directional. And also it's not in DCC, oddly enough. And this all does light up though. There's white, red, you got the headlights. But they have an option for you to put a DCC decoder in here. And you can also put a speaker in, which I don't know if you need a speaker in a cab car necessarily because you have the engine. But unless you want to switch, I guess, to, well, I don't know how that works. Anyways, I'm thinking about getting it though, you know, just so it can control the light system on it. But it's, I think, this is like the second cab car I think I've gotten. I think I have a Cato one for Amtrak. But pretty sharp. So, yeah, they did a great job in these paint schemes and making it all match and stuff. So, you know, as always, let's put this up on the test track. And so you can see them all lit up and hear the sounds. All right, we'll hit function 8 to start her up. Now, it does have some interesting sounds I'm not used to. Maybe it's because it's a transit locomotive and it's dual mode. But anyways, so we got our headlight. And our horn. And you can hear the bell, which triggers when you hit the horn, or you can just do the bell. And function 3, you got the coupler. And it has flange squeal, which doesn't seem to trigger on this one for some reason. And you got different things like dimmer, function 12. You see the headlight goes down a little bit. We'll bring it back up. And you have handbrake. It doesn't seem to. Isolation switch, air dryer, shutdown, brake release, sand valve, short air let off, compressor. Let's try the compressor. Function 20. Function 21, air dryer. Don't seem to make much noise. Cab door 22. Pretty quiet. And so on. But we'll run it for you. So first we'll go in reverse. I'll run it a little more, but I just want to show you the passenger cars lit up. I'll dim the lights down a bit, but you can see they're nicely lit up. And this is what the cab car looks like lit up. Like I said, If you get a DCC decoder, you can change the light functions in there. So like I said, that's something I'd like to do down the line. Okay, I'm going to show you one last sound. And this is dynamic braking, which is interesting on this model. It's not like any other engine I have. Hit function 4. I'll turn it off. Wow, that just sounds odd to me, but maybe that's how they sound in real life. All right, real quick, let's just take a closer look at the interior that's lit up. You can see all the seats. I don't think this thing has capacitors or whatever in it because it does flicker every once in a while, the lights. And I keep the track pretty clean, and I cleaned the wheels on these cars before I ran them. But let's just see if we can get in there closer. So you could fill this easily with passengers, and that would just look amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed looking at this Atlas ALP-45DP dual mode locomotive. And if I didn't mention, last year was their 100th anniversary, 2024. But anyways, I just love this train set. I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. It looked great going around the layout, especially with all those lights, you know, in like a dimly lit layout or a night scene. But as far as I know, these are still available, so you can find them online at an Atlas dealer. And you know the deal, guys. Where you see me, you're going to see, you know, once again, really cool trains. At least I hope so. All right, guys. Take care.